Okay, we come together to learn chapter Tehillim Perikut Beis, and this chapter is discussing how David HaMelech prayed for protection against wily, deceitful people, people who speak echad b'peh v'echad b'leiv. They say one thing with their mouth, and they mean another with their heart. So David HaMelech says, Lam Natseach, for the conductor, al hashminis, on this instrument called shminis. The song of this chapter should be played with the instrument called shminis, Mizmar LeDavid, a psalm that was written by David HaMelech. David HaMelech says, Hashia Hashem, save Hashem, Ki Gomar Chassid, because there are no more faithful people, no more people doing more than what they're supposed to. Because Fasu emunim mibnei Adam, loyal people have vanished from amongst humankind. No one is trustable. That's how discouraged David HaMelech was and frustrated. Shav, falseness, deceitfulness, lies. Yidabru ish Esrael, people speak to their friend. Sfas chalokai, smooth tongues. Belev yidaberu, they speak with two different hearts. They pretend that you're your friend, and in their heart, they mean bad for you. So David HaMelech prays, Yachreis Hashem, oh God, cut away, kol sifsei chalakais, all flattering lips, people who want to feign my friendship, but they really don't mean it. Loshem medaberes gedoros, a language that speaks arrogance. They're speaking in such a way that fools people. They have such arrogance, they think they can fool me. Asha Amru, these people say to themselves inside, with our language will overcome. Svasenu, our lips, whatever comes out of our mouth, itanu, is in our jurisdiction. I'm responsible. Mi adan lanu, mi adain lanu. Who's the boss over that? It's my speech, my way of talking. Who can stop me? That's what they're saying. So David HaMelech says, but ultimately this leads to plundering. Mishoid aniyim me'enkas avyonim. Because of the groans of the plundered poor and needy. Ato now okum yom Hashem. God will say, I will now act and do something about them, because eventually these politicians or people who use their smooth way of talking to get into power, and then ultimately they rob and rape the people. So God, Hashem says, I'm going to stand now and act. Oshus b'yesha yafiach loy. I will give help, and God affirms to the poor and the needy. Imrais Hashem amoris taharetz. The words of the Lord are pure words. Kesef tzaruf ba'alil la'aretz, like silver purged and cleaned with no impediments. Ba'alil la'aretz, an earthen crucible. Mezukak shivosayim, refined 7 times. In other words, whatever Hashem says is totally, totally pure and can be relied on. That God's going to act to protect the groans and the plundered, the poor and needy. Ata Hashem, you Hashem, Tishmerein, will keep them, will protect them, each and every one of them. Titzerenu, you will guard them. Min hadar zu, from this generation. It's just not just 1 or 2 people. There's a whole generation of people speaking this way. They're speaking in this deceitful, false, wily way. La'ilam, you will forever protect them. Saviv risham yisalacham, around these poor and needy people. These risham, these evil people, wicked people, will roam and try to attack and try to damage. But God will protect these people, their prey, so to speak. Krum zulas livnei adam, when baseness is exalted among men. It means the more a person does such types of acts, the more he is respected amongst people. That's the kind of generation that we live in, and that's the kind of generation God will protect us from. Also, it means krum zulas livnei adam, they should be shamed amongst men. All those people God should really shame them. People should be able to see them for who they really are and how deceitful and wily they really are.